Please, so it is true that since Blessing CEO came out to claim that she has cancer that has climaxed to stage 4, many have doubted her. I myself have doubted her because of all this prank that is going on everywhere. And she is one of the persons that can do anything for engagement. Anything, Blessing is ready to do anything for engagement. I think that is one of the reasons that many are even doubting her the more. Do you understand? Actually, Blessing started, although some only see her that she claims she has a house that does not belong to her, and that was how she blew it online here. But I can still recall some positive aspect of Blessing. She married as a she marries as a teenager or something to a banker, and then it was supposed that when you marry a girl like that, you should know that you continue her training, because that age is an age that is difficult to manage girls, teenage, adolescent, and all that. And so, if you are picking a wife within that range, and a matured man for that matter, you should know that it is your responsibility to continue where the parents stopped. So you can't carry teenage girl or adolescent, a girl who had just stepped into adolescent, you marry her and you expect her to behave like a very matured girl. Now that phase, teenage age and adolescent age, is a phase that most girls become stubborn, and they don't act without reasoning so deep and so many things. So any matured man picking a lady within that range should know that he will continue that girl's training and character building while in his house. But unfortunately, the guy picked her up at that age and could not manage her well. And she went through a lot in that marriage, and she left. Then they took her child and so many things. So when she finally, as a young girl, found her footing and then launch out again, and found herself making money, making wave, and fulfilling purposes. So she was a source of encouragement. Do you understand? Until and she has brain and she has word, she has inspiration to give and all that. So only she couldn't channel her energy properly. So at some point when she was making wave and all that, and one way or the other, a lot of things started coming in. Do you understand? And she actually was doing fine. Do you understand? Before all this, I think she started this issue of engagement by force, by thunder, and then saga upon saga, and then trying to be on the negative side, even though if what she's pursuing is not a good goal, but she just want to trend on her own side. Do you understand? And then this issue of IVD became another issue that is ruining her now. Do you understand? So, but that having been said, I just want to say that when people are doing one thing or the other online here, at some point they feel that they have arrived and they will start behaving anyhow they like. They even start using their popularity to mock other people in pains and all that. So when such a thing happen, and if later such a person find himself in one hot soup or the other, I think what we should do is to watch, not condemn, is to learn our lessons. Yes, what we should do is to look at it and say, what can we learn from this situation? So I just want to this a cancer issue. I just as her case is trending, I remembered one woman in my community. You see, when I was living at Aba, now we used to have this improvement union, and all that. And there's a particular woman married to our community, and at that time she was reigning. They said she and her husband are making money, and they say she also came from an affluent home. The father is also a traditional head or something. And then she happened to be all this social woman and a balaba woman and all that. So she can't pass without anybody noticing. Only a na-ekiri n'ọgbọ. She anywhere she is, in the community she's leading in everything, fashion, everything she's leading. She can't pass through a terrain without you knowing, saying that she passed. And she was a fashionista. So even if it is declared that a uniform will be made for a certain purpose, the way that her own uniform, she will just see the color. Once she see the color, her own, she's ready to import it from abroad, and she will give it a sewing that wherever she's standing in that meeting, she'll be different. Do you understand? And at some point, she formed her clique, and this clique, a clique of Abalaba women. So you only find them in where there is something that is important to them. Where there is nothing, if you can't find them in your occasion, you are not important. Do you understand? And she was reigning in that our town union. She was reigning, she was reigning, she was reigning. So one time, news begin to, so they said they went for a prayer somewhere and she was called out. Then nobody knew that this cancer had started troubling her. And the usual way is somebody like that, they will start hiding it. By that time, proper awareness had not been created about cancer. So people that has it always die because they don't know what it is. They even start treating it. Some start going from one prayer house to another. And before you know it, the thing has, gone spread to unmanageable stage. So that was what was happening that time. So let me say her case, would I say, is the first pronounced cancer something in our town that time. So not knowing that she was battling, she had started battling with cancer unknown to everybody. So it was then her eye came down. That person that doesn't take church serious and all that, he now started patronizing all this prayer, fellowship prayer, and reverend, and she's of Catholic, and all these Catholic reverend healers that time. So she was going, and they said there was a particular one she went, and she was called out by their prophecy, and she was called out. And before the man called out, the man now began to mention some behaviors that the person she's calling out is behaving and all that. So including cheating on the husband and so many things, according to those who were there that day. I wasn't there. So, but in fear of death and all that, she has to come out because she know that that word of wisdom was for her that day. So she came out and she was prayed for. So that was how some few who knew her there that day noticed that all was not well with her. And that was how this woman started. And they had money now, even though no proper awareness, but most of her relations are abroad and all that. I think they know more than her. And they started her chemo and so many things. And every time they say she has gone, she will come back until the thing went to the last stage where her head started peeling and all that. And like joke, that was how that woman died. Do you understand? So when that woman died, I want to tell you that many women gave their life to Christ in that union because they sat down and looked at everything, all the gree this woman did. Any woman you call that time, he tell you I've gone to church. We have seen that nothing is in this world. The death of that woman brought a lot of the death of that woman, the way she died, the way the cancer did treated her, and the way she died. Because when the thing now came to that final stage, they were no longer hiding it. Before, even to go and visit her, no, but as the thing don't enter like that, they just open door. People were coming, and some people were now praying. So many things were being done. And finally, she bowed to the sickness. And after that, I want to tell you that a lot of women in that meeting gave their life, became more serious in worship of God. And to some that now thought that fashion is everything, sectionalized segregation. Some people are not up to our size, all those things and other. People began to have a change of attitude. The thing reigned in our small forum that time. So, in fact, that was the first pronounced cancer. Somebody that everybody know like that in that union and all the dying of cancer. Do you understand? So, what am I trying to bring out here? What I'm trying to bring out here is that if at all the cancer claim by Blessing CEO is the truth, so I don't encourage people to start making video, to start cataloging her sins, or to start shortlisting all the people she has wronged and all that and all that. I think it's for us to learn lesson as women. If her cancer claim is genuine and is true, because until now, my dear sister, my dear brother, I knew Blessing as somebody that can use anything for clout. When she started using the condition of May Yule Doche to chase clout, it was then. That was a no-no for me. Every other thing she had been doing. The lady that died, the bimbo, I don't know the story very well because I know that people like hyping things. So there are two versions to it. Some are saying she knew the woman, the man before the woman died, but she is saying that she doesn't know the man, the woman before the family before the woman died. So what she claimed that the guy was depressed and came to her lounge for counseling and all that, and that was how they met, and that was how counseling now resulted to relationship. So if her story is, although it's because of her character now that she now, some people it can still happen like that. They approach it genuinely and approach it wisely. But now, Blessing, she want to chess class, she want to do this, she now overhype everything. She now brought so much dimensions, spoke so many things that people are now saying, So if she's like that, But what I'm saying now is that instead of us to use this opportunity, I see some people that are making a movie and you do it like this. Are you not the one who bimbo like this? Are you not? Why not even calm down and learn your own lesson? Because this world is every of our pursuit here is futility. So some of you that are online here, because you can rub better cream, because you can go and do BBL, because you can go and do this, you have been doing all manipulations, some of the celebrities that have been doing all kind of things to achieve fame, to get money, to dwindle people, to manipulate, to some of you that are showing fake life here, in order to do all kind of things. So I think it is a time, if her claims are genuine, I think it is a time for us to even some of you online here, it is a time for you to even to look at your life. If her cancer claim is genuine, that is what I'm saying. So if there's a time she says she doesn't believe in karma, all those kind of things and all that. At a point, somebody become directionless. You don't have direction in what you are doing. You don't even think of moral again. You don't even think religious. Every average Igbo girl is brought up in Catholic. And so there is some iota of morality. And it shows in whatever you are doing. But at some point, somebody now cross boundary and even begin to boast with witchcraft, all those things, for so many things. Do you understand? So if that person is coming out now and say, oh, I have cancer, stage 4 and all that, if it proves to be the truth, it is a time for you to even sit down and weigh your own ways and repent, to know that this life, there's nothing inside. Whether cancer or no cancer, I can assure you that blessing is going through things. There is a way you behave as if this world, you are holding it by your 2 hands. And you will still see that this world is very, very oceanic and very deep. So I would want us to focus on the lesson, to learn from this issue, not on cataloging and shortlisting her sins. Because your own too, they are belle, and they see Stella Masin, and they see you. All of you that are now coming to say, she did this, she did that, she did it, she did that. Some of you has equally done some things. Even some of you have done here and plead forgiveness and you were forgiven. So please, let all our celebrities or celebrities, whatever, all of una that are doing the one you are doing. Yeah. Thinking that the whole world is in your palms. You have this world in your palms. It is a time of sober reflection. If I thought that this blessing CEO is already having this cancer, it's a time of sober reflection for all of you online here, sagaring, doing anything you can do, because you see yourself before camera and you are using it to make money, and you can do anything to blow. You can do anything. You can stand on people's pain. You don't mind. You can do anything. Some of you that are matron of runs, you are the one organizing runs for politicians and fake pastors. Some of you that are doing all kind of things you are doing in order to blow. Before you know, I have house in Lekki, I have house in here. See my house everywhere. It is a time of sober reflection. If blessing cancer claim is genuine, I will advise everybody here to think about your life first. When you are pointing another person like this, the other 4 fingers are pointing at you. So use the opportunity to reflect on your life. You the content creator, you the this thing, Judasin scattered men home, and the first son died in the process. And she and the person she captured, they have been here dancing a willow, claiming the word is in their hand. Do you understand? So a lot of people are doing a lot of things here. She lied down immediately, start giving birth to son, so that she must make sure this person have captured and we are not no more again. The word is in my hand. I want to capture it. Reflect on your life. All of you that are doing things that people will look at here, and they are telling you that this thing is not good. You go and the group commenters and the people and the fake bloggers that will be blogging and praising you. I have taken the man. The man is the price. Do you know tomorrow? So in this situation of Blessing CEO, please let all of you that are doing all that you are doing in this, if this are cancer claim is genuine, it calls for a time of sober reflection for all of you that are doing all kind of things online here. All of you, especially women, ladies, doing all kind of things, snatching people's husband, marrying from one husband to another, in the same industry, divorce this person, marry this person, you come and showcase you are a big woman now. The other woman is the other place crying. You are here now. All of one. If blessing cancer claim is genuine, then it is a time for all of you to reflect, have a sober reflection, reflect on this life and its futility. That is the reason for this my video this morning.